Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Happy Monday. It's a brand new week. I thought today we're going to be stumbling into the Hachette Partworks release and build the Batmobile Tumbler. So today we're doing stages 77 to 82 and I've bought up all the parts from previously that we're going to need for this stage or this pack. We're pretty much just working on these two sections here. Actually, three sections because we've got another side of this as well. And we're going to be putting these all together actually on the plate that we're going to get in this one as well. Now, I don't think this is still available. I am going to put the link in the video description and also the QR code on the screen. But without further ado, let's get cracking. So typically in the UK, it was thunderstorms last night at 4 o'clock in the morning, and now it's sauna-like heat. So I've got my air conditioning on, so if you can hear a buzzing in the background, that's what that is. But here's the magazine for the next stage. Let me just flick through it. And it looks like we've got some pistons here that we're going to be assembling together, and we're going to be attaching to this section, which we worked on in the last pack. Once that's in place, by the look of it, it's going to look just like that. This is that plate that I was on about at the start. Now, all these parts come in these tiny boxes here. Look, that's all we've got in stage 77. Let's get these open. So I've zoomed up my cameras just a little bit. All we're going to be doing is taking one side of this bracket here onto the actuator, which is just going to go in there like that. And it's going to be held in with a BP screw. So BP screw going in from this side. Just need to make sure that goes all the way through to the other side. So we should be able to see it there, like that. I'm going to do that once again with another one here. But this time, the screw is going in from the other side. Perfect. So that's two of those completed. Now we want to keep the screw heads towards the inside. So if I just bring over this section here that they're going to be mounting to, one here with the screw head on the inside is going to go in there like that, which means the other one's going to be going in just like that there. It's going to be held in from the other side with AP screws. So I'm just holding them in place and get the AP screws just into these holes here. Perfect. So they are in just like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be putting these pistons in now. So put them into the channel there. Put the other side into the bridge just at the back. And then I'm holding that in with a BP screw. Hopefully if I've lined this up properly. Looks good. And that'll be one inside there. Excellent. Do the same on the other one. Piston in the top. BP screw at the ready. Probably best on the top camera here. Line that up with the channel. And put a BP screw in from this side. And that's fitting perfect too. So now these are actually operating, as you can see there. Pretty cool. And that is all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 78, here's the magazine, looking just like this. And as you can see, we've got this massive plate here, which we're going to be mounting what we've created, plus one of these bulkheads on the other side as well. So by the end, it's going to look just like this. Now, these come in quite big boxes, as you can see here. Look, I haven't even opened it yet. So get these out. Got some CM screws there. So putting the plate this way round, and I'm going to be bringing over the left bulkhead. I know this is the left bulkhead because there's a big L stamped in it there. Now, if I line this up with this lug just on the end here, that lug there is going to go into that hole there. So it's going to sort of dictate how this is going to go. So if I put that into position, what you'll find is everything else will fit into place where it's going to go on here like that. So I need to turn this over and we're going to start securing this in. So this is why I need these CM screws. And they're pretty much going in everywhere we can see a hole on this side. Now I'm using my PH1 screwdriver to put these in. and just a touch of oil. So there's 2 there. And we've got 1 here. 1 here. And I've just got 1 in the middle here. By the look of it, that's all in. Looking good. So what I'm going to do is just turn it around this way. And I can just get off my greasy oil stains there. Because this panel here is going to go over the 4 holes that we've got there. So that's going to fit in just like that. Fits in quite smooth, actually. Once again, it's going to be CM screws, 4 of these from the other side to hold this in. So you can see the holes where it's going to go. Get a couple in. I wouldn't actually put any pressure on this lying down because there's a chance you could break this, what we've just created. So I am just trying to keep it upright at the moment. I'll just get all of the rest of these screws in. And this is the last one going in here. Nice and tight. And there you go. That is looking really good. I'll show you that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Now for the rest of this pack, we're going to be doing pretty much exactly like we've done at the end of the last pack and what you've just seen now. We're going to be repeating it all over again for the other side. So again, we're just going to be making this air intake, putting the grill into place. So that's a nice quick stage. So I am going to bundle that with the next stage. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to bundle all the rest of these up because you know what's coming. So again, we're going to be putting this, I'm going to call it a flap, on here, just like that. So then that's mounted like that. Then I'm going to be showing you the magazine. But as you can see, putting these actuators in again, looking like that. And then as you see, we've got the big plate here. So in the last stage of this pack, if I open this up here, we're going to be doing the right-hand side version. So it's just a case, once again, of putting all of these together like you've just seen, so it looks like that. Let's do this. So here is stage 79, and this is going to be the quickest stage you've ever seen. Because all we're doing is taking the air intake and this grill, turning it over and putting, probably best on the top camera here, putting the grill into this recess like that, and then I'm holding that in with these SM screws. And there's 4 of these to put in, so I'm going to get all of these in there. So that's the last SM screw going in there. As you can see, that's what the grill's looking like. Put that to one side. Bring over the parts for stage 80 here and get these all open. And then quite simply, this is metal, by the way. I'm going to take this bracket here. I'm going to be putting one side in here like that. It's like a hinge. Get that all the way in. And then line up the other side here. And then I've got a pin here just to put through the other side. So when that's in, this is now hingeable. So bringing over what we just created here, I'm going to be putting this into place. So it's just going to go on top like that. And that's going to be held in with 2 CM screws. And then that's pretty much where we actually joined this pack, because that is all there is to do in that stage. So if you remember, stage 81 is this tiny pack with all the little actuators in it. And once again, I'm going to be taking these, put them together, take one of the longer BP screws here, and as long as the holes are lined up, I can get a screw in here. Perfect. And then I'm going to be doing the same on the other side, but I'll make sure that the screw hole goes in from the other way. That's looking good. Get that in. So keeping those screw heads in the middle, when I bring this over, I'm going to have one going in that way and one going in that way. Then you want this smaller lip section here to be facing the grill. So that's in the right way there. They're going to be held in with the smaller AP screws. So I'll just get both of these in. Perfect. And then it's just a case of putting the pistons in. 1, 2, loading up a BP screw, lining it up, and getting a BP screw in just through this side here. And that one's 2. I've already seen one of my mistakes here. Of course, I make mistakes so you don't have to, and that is that this screw should really be at the inside. It's not going to make much of a difference. It still operates exactly the same way. So that's the end of that stage, which means the very last stage of this pack is in this big box. And we've got some CM screws here. Take out this plate. And this time we're going to be taking the right-hand side bulkhead. It's got the R on. And just like last time, this end section here, going to make sure that lug goes into this point here. And by aligning that lug, it's going to align all the other ones. Just like that. Perfect. Turn it upside down and open these CM screws up. And then get this screwed into place. Certainly saves mucking around with everything trying to find where all the rest of the lugs go, because putting that one in does line everything else up. And get all of these screws in like we did first time. So that is all in place, as you can see. And then the last thing to do is to put this into place just on here, like that. And then it's 4 CM screws, as you can probably see there, into the back. I'm just holding this because I don't want that flap to hit the surface. And again, once I've got one in, it's going to make things easier. There you go. Get all of these in. There we go. That's both of those in place. That's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. Now, I would tease you about how these go together, but if I'm being honest, I really haven't got a clue. So I'm going to wait till the instructions tell me how they go. They're very heavy. This is going to be a really heavy model because there is so much metal on it. But on the other side of that, it is one of the easier models to do because there isn't really much to do in each stage, and that's why I bundled all those stages together. But there we go, that's the tumbler done for another month. I really do hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.